Hello, and welcome back to Code with NM. And first of all, sorry and apologies from my side. I totally completely forgot that I have my doctor's appointment for my broken leg, and it went off also. It was at scheduled at 7 p.m. With my doctor, and it should be ended at 7:30, but due to other patients, it took time, and I came home at 8:10. So I completely forgot to uh, update this guys. So it's my mistake, but sorry for that. I know you all were waiting from last 15 minutes. So I don't want to consume much more of your time, and let's directly jump into the today's topic. Before that, let's do a quick recap for this. So we were on the capstone of MySQL, and I have named that capstone project as Shopspeare, and I hope you all remember this. And before that, you all have revised all 7 previous sessions. Okay, so yesterday we have saw 4 tables and we have created in this live only. First thing first, we have created the customer table, then order table, third was a product table, and at the end it was order items. In this format only we have created, and we have inserted a real world sample data to it. Okay, but before that, knowing the table and knowing the column name is much more important. So customer has customer ID, customer name, city, and sign up. Order has order ID plus the customer ID, which is coming from the customer table, and that is a foreign key. And third is a order date and status. Let's focus on the product itself, which is the fourth table here. So product has product ID, product name, categories, and price. And the last but not the least, the table is order item ID, order ID, product ID, and quantity. If the column names and the schemas, the table we have created is clear, then only we can jump on today's remaining questions, which your manager will be asking on your job. Why it is important? Knowing the table, knowing the column name is the first thing you should do as a job of a data analyst, because without knowing your schemas, without knowing your database structure, you won't be able to answer any of the question your manager asks. So quickly in the chat, up till now your table and table column is clear and you have revised the last 7 topic. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, I can see Saurav in the chat is saying 6. No worries. So let's move on and let's start with today's first question. And I think in last live only, in yesterday's live only, I just revealed that question to you all. But then too, let's go one by one and let's see the question again. Okay, the first one was the big picture. The question was, how many orders have we completed and what's our total revenue? Yes, so we have seen this and understood this. The second was revenue by category, and the question was which product category makes us the most money. Then the third was top selling product. What are our third best selling products by quantity? And fourth, the missing customer. Which customer have never placed an order, so marketing team wants to send them a welcome discount? And fifth is a ranking customer. Rank our customer by total spend. I want to see whose our top spenders are. Next was the monthly revenue trend, and this was the last question we have solved in the previous live, which was show me our revenue trend month by month. So this is also done. And Saurav, in the chat, what was the problem with your HDMI monitor? So Saurav, thank you. You asked, and you're curious to know it, and that shows the software engineer in you to know what was the actual reason. So reason was the HDMI port of my monitor. I got it replaced in one day only. uh, I found it out yesterday, and I just called the IT guy who repairs my laptops or my anything in device in my home. He gives me a home service, so he came and then he completely replaced the HDMI port itself from my monitor. So that's what's the issue. A wire was not the issue. Wire is working fine, absolutely. Okay. If up till here on question number 6 we are on the same page, then let's jump on to question 7. And I already revealed the question 7 in yesterday live with you all, but let's see. And this is my, I already told this question is my favorite question, so I've named it as customer segmentation. And the question your manager will be asking to you is, segment our customer into VIP, regular, and new or inactive based on how much they have spent. Okay, so let me open the MySQL. And never to worry, if I promise I will be coming live on this particular day. Anyhow, I will be coming live. Might in then sometimes uh, every day is not the same for each and every year, so there will be some delay, but yeah, I will be coming live. So let me share the solution with you all first, and then we will be discussing line by line. Okay, I'm sharing the solution in general, and hope you have gone through the previous live video. I made it available offline so you all can revise it. Give me a thumbs up those who have revised yesterday's live, which is now available in the form of offline video. I can see Shashank, Saurav, Karthik in the chat. And meantime, you are all replying. Let me also have the query on the screen. Okay, I think this is visible. Done. If I do this also, I'll time off explanation. I can zoom in another way. I was learning few uh, bit and tricks for the life to improve my life, because seeing yesterday discussion, we have more than 1.5 hour discussion yesterday, and I was very happy that you all were curious to know and wanted to have your particular direction and a proper guide in your life. So I was also thinking that how I can improve my life. I'm not able to draw that good with my mouse, so I come up with few tricks. And if now I will be using this type of stuffs with you all, like this. If I want to highlight something, I can change the color. If you want, I will be using this. Whatever color you want, you can just say, but please make sure don't ask me baby pink, magenta, and that type of color. The color should be available here. And let me also have this type of things. I was practicing how I can improve my drawing skills. Okay. Saw in the chat why status is in blue color. I will explain you after this live. Okay, if you closely observe, there are many things in the blue color, and they are nothing but the keywords of SQL. So the self-explanatory is the status is also the keyword, but also the status we have used in our column name. Shashank sir is also learning day by day. Of course, I already told this in each and every life. Each and every one of us, up till we are alive, we should learn and progress into something. It's not important that we are growing in software world also. We can grow in many more things. After my leg broke, I'm learning how I can walk without support. Also, how I can do maximum things by sitting on one place, because you never get this opportunity to break your leg and sit and enjoy that time. So I'm doing that. I'm doing it. Okay. And there is one more thing I've learned. For example, if I ask you something, uh, let's say I have asked you in the chat, you got 1 minute to answer this. So now I don't need to just manually or in my watch see the 1 minute. I have come up with something like this, and now it is a timer. I will wait for 1 minute to end, and you all can answer. So I'm also learning and growing with you all. Okay. So this I will be using now for explaining the stuff. So for you all, it makes more sense rather me doing doodling on the screen with my bad handwritings. Okay, let's jump into the query and let's understand this. The question is, segment our customer into VIPs. It's nothing but divides our customer on the basis of their buying things. So VIP customer means that customer buys the most. Regular customer means they buy between a range, and of course new customer they have buyed once. And inactive customer means they have created an account but they haven't buyed anything. Okay, this are the four bifurcation, but I will be treating a new and inactive as the same. Yes. Shashank in the set, professional day by day. Thank you, Shashank. I will take it as a compliment. Yes, I need to be professional day by day, because here we are not doing time pass. Here I'm actually utilizing my time, which is important, and your time, which is more important even than mine. Why? Because I've come years and I've come across my career more than 10 plus year. And why you are more important, your time is more important, because you are starting with your career. So your time is much more important compared to my time. People usually think people those who have become something in the industry are their time is valuable and more important. No, they have done what they want to do in their life. But now the time for you all is very important. Shaping for you, shaping your career is important, because one wrong step while time of getting an internship or you're getting into the wrong field, your whole career is gone. I've done 10 years in my career. Anything I do wrong, it won't end up that badly for me, because I have connections, I have other things in industry now. On other hand, you are creating that connection, you are creating that network, you are going into new field. So your time is most valuable and important, at least for you all. But I can understand that value of your time and your efforts, but might company they see their time and value uh, more, because people love to give credits to themselves. I'm not that type of person. Okay, so let's jump into the query, and first thing first, answer me this. Let me have the red color, that will be much more convenient. What is this called? From line number 1 up till line number 9, what I'm highlighting in the box, what is this called? What is this? We will learn by mistakes, or sorry, Shashank in the chat. Shank, that's why you will follow code with an M. I also believe everyone learns by mistake, but see, sometimes we do so many mistakes there. We have 35 or 40, then we realize we have made a mistake. Following me, following code with an M, I will make sure you do bare minimum mistakes and you excel in your career. CET. Of course, Karthik and Saurav in the chat, you are absolutely correct. This is CET. So we are creating customer underscore spend, which is nothing but a CET. Then let me scroll down, and here if you see, this is our main query. This is our main query. Here we will be utilizing that CET. Yes, up till here it is clear. So we will break down this into two parts. First part is nothing but I highlighted, which is this, and we will understand this now, and then we will focus on second part. Okay, so let's start with it. So to create CET is nothing but with and your CET name as and parenthesis, and inside that you execute whatever you want, which is nothing but another query itself. So I'm selecting c.customer ID and c.customer name. Why? Because they are asking us to segment our customer. So we will be using the segmentation on the customer name, but with the customer ID, with the help of customer ID. Because if you show customer ID your manager, he will be like, what are you doing? Why I have hired you on a first place? He is only interested in the name of the customer. Okay, then I think Shashank is asking what will Cole's, this is Cole, this thing. Okay, so first thing, what is this? This is a function. Let's understand this. I am just breaking down. I'm not directly explaining it. This is a function which required two parameters or two values. Okay. This is a function. Let me zoom in on that particular line, because we are just, and also I'm explaining this line to you all. Okay. I drew over that. Practice makes man perfect. Yes, perfect. I'm explaining this line to you all. Now I think it's professional. Okay, so this is a function in SQL. Yes, that's correct. But let's see. It's take two values. Sorry, in the chat you're correct, but that takes two value, and that value is, first value is some type of calculation which you can see. And let me change the color to blue. Also, let me just reduce the, this is the calculated value, and second part is nothing but the 0. Okay, this function will always take two values. First is the value which can be actually a value 10, 20, 30, 40, or else quantity, or else price, or else directly the revenue column if you have, or else that value can be a calculated value. And here the calculation is, we are nothing but quantity into price is nothing but we are getting the revenue over here. And the second part of it is 0. Understood? So what we are saying over here is, if the first part is null, sometimes if you're passing some value, don't understand with this use case now here only. I'm just explaining you the function. If your calculation value can be null, sometimes in a table for that particular instance, some value can be null. So we are saying to the function that if this value is null, then have 0 instead. Have 0 instead means use 0 instead of null value. Here is 0. Okay. Done. Understood how to use it? Now, perfect, Saurabh. You absolutely got it. So 0 is default value working instead of that blue box. If that blue box has null value, so null value doesn't make any sense while time of calculation. That's why we need to have 0 in the place. So we are saying that collapse, it's not a collapse, it's col and escape, but I'm unable to pronounce it together. So we are saying it that use this value if it is present, use this value if it is present over here, if not, use 0. Understood? And now why we use it? We need this because we switch to left join here. Okay, we switch to left. I will explain you in detail once we cover the CET specifically. So customer with 0 orders, like we have seen the 0 order customer from question 4, if you still remember, Isha were the customer with the 0 order. She haven't ordered anything from our website or application, anything. Still she will show up. Understood why this is important? Because if some quantity into price, if some customer doesn't order anything, so for that particular customer, this highlighted box will always be null, and that particular customer will be skipped in left join. So that's why I don't want that particular customer should be skipped. That's why this function has been used. If the value is null, then to Isha will appear with a 0 value. Perfect, Karthik. Null value will be replaced by 0. That is the use of this function. Understood? Everyone give me a thumbs up if you all understood. Why it is important? That's why I given you an example. We have one customer who doesn't have any order. If he or she doesn't have any order, in our case is she only, Isha, we know she doesn't have any order. So does she have a quantity or price? No. Does she have a revenue? No. In table, in schema, what does SQL do? SQL will assign null value to Isha, and Isha will be disappear in our output. So we will be missing one customer and we need to segment them on the basis of new and inactive. So Isha will not be there in new and inactive too, because her value is null. So that's why we need to assign some value. So instead of null, this function will assign 0 to Isha. I hope now you all got it. Yes. So let's proceed. Then the next part is nothing but yes, null value will be replaced by 0, or you can say the vice versa. 0 will replace the null value is the English framing sentence. Okay. So if you understood this, let's see on the what we are doing on the left join. Left join we are doing on order, and again the customer ID, we are matching this with the customer ID, and of course the status should be completed. I know you are not able to see that status equals to, but in previous live only why we are doing this, why the status should be completed. You all understood this. Yes, if the status is completed, then only the company or the product or the website generates a revenue. And why we are doing left join over here on the basis of customer ID, because that customer ID means that particular customer has placed an order. This is the mapping between the customer table and order table. Okay, and the next left join is, now I think you all know why we have doing this too, and I think the previous live was all about this only. Give me a chat if you all already know why we are doing this. Okay, left join with order items, and this is on the basis of order ID and order ID, and of course from the products it is from product ID and product ID. It's same to calculate the revenue. Why? Because the quantity column is in order item table schemas and the price is inside products. So to calculate revenue, we need to get that particular item quantity multiply by that particular item price. That's why we need this two left joins. That's why we need this two left joins. This two. Okay. I'm talking about this two. And yesterday also I've explained you why this two was required to calculate revenue. And why first one is required to know. First one is required to know this left join. The blue one. The blue I am highlighting. The blue one I am highlighting is this one. To know which customer has placed how many orders. Understood why this three left join is important? Then we are grouping by them. Let me have another color. Let's say let's take orange color. Then we are grouping them with the help of customer ID and customer name ultimately, because we need to segment customers into VIP, regular and new and active. Yes, that's why the group by is happening on the basis of customer name, customer ID, because I don't want to go wrong. Every mapping is on the ID. If you see on each and every table, we are mapping, we are joining, we are getting the reference, which is a foreign key, is ID in each and every table. That's why group by also has a customer ID with their respective customer names. Understood? Give me a thumbs up if we all are on same page now. If you not getting any of the line, you can ask me. I will re-explain you that particular line. I will give you 1 minute to reply in the chat and let me have the timer on the screen. After 1 minute, I will be continuing, assuming that you all got it. Okay, one question. Sort of in the chat, how groups can be made on the basis of customer name or ID. So I'm not grouping on the name of customer name. I'm grouping on the name of customer ID and then customer name. So everything is happening in and around customer ID, and for that particular ID we have one custom. For example, 01 I have Saurabh, 02 I have Karthik, 03 I have Shashank. So I'm mapping each and everything according to IDs, and with the respective IDs the customer name is there. Yes, that's how we have created the table. Now you're asking me how the group can be made on the basis of customer ID. Just remove the name part. In group you can create any type of group on the basis of any column in that schema or table. The only golden rule is that particular ID should be present in more than one table. So this all is happening for the customer itself. Customer has an order ID, of course. Customer has an order ID, and inside that order ID, customer does have ordered something, which is nothing but the product with its price and quantity. So that price and quantity means it's nothing but it's the order itself has this two details is in another two tables, which is nothing but product and order items. From order items, we are getting the quantity, and from products, we are getting the price. So this all combining and revolving around only one thing, which is customer. And in our database, we are tracking customer on the basis of their ID. Understood? So just execute this separately, sort of, in your system. Just execute this only, and then try to do select star customer underscore spend, select star from customer underscore spend, and you will see the output and understand it one go. Done? Others, those who have also have the similar type of doubt, just have from 1 to line have the same query, and after this have select star from, and this is your table name, means this is the CET is your new table name. Select star from customer underscore send and see the output, and you will understand what I have just explained to you. Done. Okay, so let's move on to the second part, and here we are creating that bifurcation. Let me zoom in, and I've also learned how to professionally zoom in. Meantime, I always zoom in too much, so now it is perfect. So select customer name, which is nothing but our CT, and total spend. This total spend is nothing but we have created with the help of that new function named as call. Yes. So here we are creating case. And what is case in SQL? In the chat, I will give you 1 minute to answer what is case in the SQL. I'm asking what is case, which is on line number 11 in SQL. What was the reference from programming language I have given to you all? Conditional. Perfect. Karthik is correct. So I will be stopping the timer, and there is a clap for Karthik. And Saurav, you are also correct. So for both of you, I'm clapping. Yes, of course, it is the conditional statement. For example, if and else, or else nested if else, or else we get a switch case instead of nested if else in program. It's the same thing over here. Okay. So let's understand the cases. Why we required this cases? Because our question was segment our customers. So we have calculated everything in and around customer. Now we need to bifurcate them on the basis of VIP, regular, new, or inactive. Yes. So it's only possible with the help of case in SQL. So case, our first case is, means our first condition is when total spend is greater than 5,000, then that particular customer is a VIP customer. Understood? That particular customer is VIP customer. So let me create a box around this. 5,000 I have just selected for this example. You can go with 15,000, more than 1 lakh, 50,000, and whatever you like. Okay. It is very basic and self-explanatory, this condition. The second is for the regular one, which is the customer who spend between 1,000 and 5,000, they are regular customer. Yes, simple. It's very simple. The condition, I think this all are self-explanatory. And the last one, the customer, those who spend less than 1,000. Sir, there is no condition here less than 1,000. See, if one condition is greater than 5,000, the second condition is between 1,000 and 5,000. So ultimately, the third condition, which I have not written, I have written it in the else part directly. So it makes them the customer new or inactive who is spending less than 1,000. Give me a thumbs up those who got this. Where what do I mean what is less than 1000 over here? Let me type less than 1000. I've learned this also, yes. I'm just showcasing my new learning skills here in life. The third condition is less than 1000. I'm saying this, the else part is less than 1000. Give me a thumbs up or no in the chat. If you didn't get it, give me a no. If you got it, give me a thumbs up. How the third condition ultimately is less than 1000. Although I have not created that condition, but if you see the mathematics, it is less than 1000. Okay. Karthik understood it. Saurav, Shashank, others. Today I have not seen how many people are joined the live, so that's why only the name replying in the chat. I'm yes, Shashank. It is if or else only. Okay, I think Karthik got it. I think Saurav will also get it, and Shashank you also get it. How the else part is less than 1000. Okay, so let's continue. This all is not required now, and here and then end as customer segment. So we all know what is end as customer segment. This means this case is nothing but I'm after executing this, there will be a new column generated, and that new column name I am naming it as a uh, customer segment. Okay, and this all we are doing on customer spend, which is nothing but our CET. Customer spend, it's nothing but our CET, and of course the ordered bias from top to bottom. The ordered bias from top to bottom, I'm talking about the last line. Understood? Means up from 10 to 17 it is very easy. The creation of CET was difficult. So let's execute and see the output. So it is not working. One rookie mistake I have done. You got 1 minute in the chat to answer what mistake I have done. Fast. Let's see who answers this. I've generated an error, but there is one rookie mistake I have done. And what is that rookie mistake? You all got 27 seconds. After that, I will be revealing the answer. And this is fun. It's timer. Because in yes. Perfect Saurav. Saurav caught it, and clap for Saurav. Yes, Saurav, I haven't selected my database. You all can see here on the left side, any of the DB is not be, I have not selected any of the DB from here. So I need to select the shop sphere DB. I need to select the shop sphere DB. Okay, so let's select it first, and then we will have this SHOP, this query running. SPHERE shop sphere underscore DB semicolon. Let's execute this. Now it got highlighted. Let me show you. It got highlighted means I have selected the DB successfully. Karthik also highlighted DB. It's typo in Karthik. It's I won't pronounce this any which ways. Now if I execute this, it will be executed and we are getting the output successfully. Okay, let me just maximize the output, and now I will zoom this so you all can see the output over here. There are three columns: customer name, total spend, and customer segment. So Priya Patel is VIP customer because she has spent more than 5,000. Then Rohan Sharma more than 5,000. You all can see. I'm just talking about here, I'm here, and then here, and then here. I think you all can see the output now. Yes. So this first four you all can see are the VIP customer. Yes, because they have spent more than 5,000. Then regular customer, they are between 1,000 and 5,000 up till here. You can see. Done. And at the end, Anjali Gupta has spent 600 rupees. It's 599. Let's consider it as 600 rupees. Saurav is saying it was written in the message section. Okay, you all are doing a cheating, yes? No worries. But always remember, first you need to select your database before executing any queries. This is a rookie mistakes. Okay, means a beginner mistakes. And at the end, Isha Kapoor. So that's why that call function is being used, because Isha never spent anything. So in table, she has a null value. But if it is a null, our query will ignore it. I'm talking about, let me change the color. I'm talking about Isha's, because others, though they have spent at least 600 or more than 5,000 or between 1,000 and 5,000. So they will be coming over here with a proper segment. The issue was with the customer who haven't spent anything, means they haven't made any order or buyed any product from the website or application. Okay, so that's why Isha Kapoor has null value always. But if she has or more customer has null value, that customer will never fall under any of the segment we have created. That's why we need to replace that null value to something, and that null value something is 0. I've replaced that null value to 0. So as soon as that null value is replaced by 0, now Isha has some value. 0 is value, 0 is not null, 0 is a number, null is nor number, nor letter, nor anything. Null is null, it's completely empty, but 0 is a value. So now 0 is a value. That's why Isha Kapoor is here in the list, and also she is in the customer segment. Understood? Karthik in the chat, oh, now I understand why function use null replace 0. Yes, Karthik. Saurav, can we use anything else other than aggregate function? Yes, you can use anything. You can use anything as far as that thing makes sense, because the call function will do two things. It will replace that particular calculated value with 0 only. Okay. What I mean to say here on this line, let me zoom in. What I mean to say on this line is, this is the calculated value that Saurav in the chat means aggregate function. Yes, sum is the aggregate function. Whatever you do on the first parameter of this function will be replaced by 0 if that first part is null. Give me a thumbs up if you all understood the entire query. And why I love this query, because it used many of the concepts. And this is cool. Why this is cool? If you see, I can give you the live example where this is useful. One is this example only: VIP, regular, new, inactive. Also in the YouTube live chat, you can see you have that #1, #2, #3. How YouTube is defining and giving you that #1, #2, #3 on the basis of what? This type of query might be there behind the scene. So you can think of endless possible example for this type of questions. Okay. Hope you all understood this, because this is very much important and it was very easy also. Give me a thumbs up. So let's move on. Then I will be moving to the next question. Last question is a bit difficult. Done? Give me a thumbs up quickly. And if you have still any doubt on this query, you can also ask that, because this all questions are real questions which you will be facing on your job. So I don't want to speed things up. If you didn't get it in one go, you can ask me to re-explain the questions and solution again. Okay, I can see thumbs up from Karthik. He has got this query. Others, Saurav and Shashank, I will be waiting for you. Meantime, I will jump on the PPT itself. So we are done with the customer segmentation. And the next question is, let's start with the next question. The next question is above average spenders. I've named the next question as above average spenders. So now your manager comes and asks you which customers spend more than our average customers. Okay. So we need to think on this. Okay. If you understood the question, let me open the MySQL. Okay. And how we can get the average spending customer, because that is the most important part of the question. The question is which customer spend more than our average customer. So to find out those customer, those who are spending more than our average customer, first we need to find average customer. How you can find average customer? I'm giving you 1 minute to answer this. Let me have the timer on the screen. We have 20 seconds left. No idea? Anyone? Because after 5 seconds I will answer it. Okay, done. Done. Done, I will answer it. Okay. So how you will calculate using average function? Okay. Perfect. Shashank, yes, using average function. Karthi, yes, using average function. An average function is nothing but an aggregate function. Okay. But on Saurav in the chat, we make average function and then iterate each employee with their purchase amount and sum all them up and then compare to average. Perfect. Saurav, your answer is almost it is perfect, and a clap for you, because others have just answered they will be using average function. Of course, average function we will be using, but on what? So your answers make sense that average function we will be iterating on each and every employee with their purchase amount and sum of them. So your answer is 90% correct, not 100%. Why? If you start iterating the average function on each and every employee with their purchase amount and the sum of all of them, it will be much more time consuming and resource consuming. So how we will be doing it is, first we will be creating a total spend of one customer and the total spend for all the customer. Yes, to calculate the total spend which is nothing but to calculate the revenue, which will be a sum parenthesis quantity into price. This is how we will be calculating the total spend of each and every customers. Yes, and if you know the total spend, on that total spend just calculate the average, use the aggregated function. And then if you know the average total, we just need to compare it. So now let me give you the solution in the Discord. Yes, Saurav, it is not that messier, but you will be iterating much more times, and that will be a load on the SQL. So let me share the query with you all, and then here on my screen I will be having that query. And if you all, I think you all got it. Yeah, you all got the explanation also. I just shared the query in the Discord. You all can have it in your SQL. And again, I have created one CET over here. Okay, let me just zoom in. Okay, if I zoom in, I think that part will be gone. Okay, I will be doing it this way. I've created a CET and my CET's name is customer spend. Then I select customer ID and customer name. And then what I'm doing over here is I'm calculating their total spend. To calculate their total spend is the quantity into price. Okay, but with this only I just can't successfully get the quantity into price doing. We will get the revenue. Why we need to get the revenue of the company? Because that revenue is on particular order. So one customer can make more than one order. Yes, that is true. That is why we are calculating the total revenue spent by one customer, and that is nothing but the total spend of that customer. I'm not sure it is making sense to you all. Try to understand this. Whatever one customer revenue for the company is nothing but the total spend of that customer. For example, we are uh, buying 5 things from DMart. So for DMart, that 5 thing price is revenue, but for us it is our total spend. Yes, it's a matter of perspective. So the total revenue according to per customer for a company is a revenue. For that particular customer, it is a total spend. Now you all understood, I think. So that is why I'm calculating the total revenue, because somebody can ask me in the live chat, or this video will be offline, they can comment that you have used the same formula of calculating the revenue. Sum parenthesis quantity into price is the formula to calculate the revenue. Yes, of course, this is the revenue formula for company, but at the same time it is the total spending amount of a customer. Understood? So if you all understood the first line, I am renaming that column as total spend, and then the same thing I have done, here. If you see, to calculate according to the customer ID, customer name, we need that particular customer has made how many orders. Yes, that particular customer has made how many orders. So that's why we required this left join on the order table we have just now seen. And to calculate this, let me change the color. To calculate this revenue part, because the quantity is in order items and price in the product, so that's why we are joining that two different tables here, and that you can see here, this two. So the blue box is getting the customer ID, and that particular customer has how many orders. That blue box is for that, and the green box is for calculating the quantity into price. I just again and again explaining you from previous live from question 1. I'm using the same joins over here. Okay, and the where equal, and this where status equals to completed, which is nothing but the revenue or total spend will only be done when that particular order has been completed. And then again we are grouping by with the customer ID and customer name, because in question it asks which customer spend more than our average customer, so it is revolving around the customer itself. Yes, if this CET, you all understood the CET, let's jump on to our main query, our actual query. Okay, so let me zoom in here. Okay, and select customer name and total spend. This is the column names from customer spend, which is our CET. Let me change the pen color. This is our CET. Oops, my bad. Okay, this is our CET, and in green color, these two are the column names. Total spend, which we have created just now, and customer name, we already know this is a column name. The logic here where total spend should be greater than, and then we again having one small query running inside parenthesis inside where condition, and this is possible in SQL. So let me have blue color box over there and let me highlight this. This is completely legal and possible in SQL. So in here what we are creating a condition where is nothing but create a condition. So the condition is total spend should be greater than, and again the query is select average total spend from customer spend. Again customer spend is nothing but, let me have another color pen for you all to explain this. This I'm talking about total spend, which is nothing but the CET, and we are calculating the average of total spend. Means this will always return one number. It can be 5,000, 5432, 4321, any number. You know how to calculate average, yes? And then this number will be compared with our total spend. Done. Then we are simply just filtering them from most spent to the least spent in descending order, highest to lowest. So I will be using another color for it. Total spend in descending order. If you all understood this 4 line 10, 11, 12, 13, let's execute and see the output. Okay, we have got the output. This is the output. Okay, now it is visible. And if you see, Priya Patel total spend is 7595, Rohan Sharma 6494, Amit Kumar 5998, and Sneha Reddy 5497. Sir, I'm not getting the output. Of course, why? Because they all four are above average spend. So I am assuming the average spend is 5000. Average spend is AVG equals to 5000. I'm not sure this color is visible. Let me change the color to red. Okay, let me change the color to red. If AVG means average of customer spend is 5000, then this 4 are logical. The question was which customer spend more than our average customer. Our average customer spending is nothing but 5000, and if you closely see, all 4 have spent more than 5000. Understood? If you all understood, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Or else which part you didn't understood, let me know. Saurabh, which part you didn't understood, the CET part or the main query? I will re-explain it to you all. Which part you didn't got, Saurabh? This one? The main query or CET? So I will explaining that only. And others also, you all can also comment if you didn't got any of the part or both the part. If you're not, it didn't get the complete query itself, you can say complete query. This one is very easy. This one is easy. CET one. Okay. Okay, let's focus on the CET part. I think you didn't got this one only itself. Karthik, yes, understand we calculated average, then check the customer has greater than the average, but query is complex. Yes, Karthik, absolutely. And you got it correctly. Yes. Query is complex, but once you get it, it's easy. Joins line. There's 3 lines. Okay, let me zoom in first. This is same 3 joins Saurav, which we have seen in the previous example, and we are seeing from the first question itself. No worries. Here to calculate the customer total spend, understand this story. The story is important. And I'm not going through the query, because if you understand the story, you will understand the query. See, we have 4 tables. In one table, we have customer data. In second table, orders, we have the order detail with customer ID. Why? To know which customer has made how many orders or which order. Then we have products table. In the product table, we have product ID, price, and order ID. Why we required order ID? Because inside that order, customer has ordered or placed or interested in which product. And the last table, which is nothing but our order item tables, we have order items ID, order ID, product ID, and quantity. Why that is required? Because this particular order has this particular product with this many quantity. That's why we created this 4 table. Now, to calculate, okay, Saurav. Sorry, in the chat, I missed out to see the OI. I am seeing it. Okay, now you got it. You understood why we are having this, because this is the same thing in every questions I have done. To calculate anything in customers, we need to know how many orders they have made. That's why the join should be from order to customer table, and the common thing between them is the customer ID. Then to calculate quantity into price, within which is nothing but the revenue, and in customer case it is a total spend. To calculate the total spend, we need to know the quantity and price. So quantity is the quantity column is in orders item, and the price is in the product table. That's why we are joining this to all. Okay. See, remember the table and the columns, and each and everything is easier. If you know joins, if you know select, if you know ordered by, if you know CETs, then it is easier. If you know the concept, you should know the table and the column names. SQL is the easiest thing compared to other programming language, because this is not a programming language. Okay, if you all understood this, let's jump on to the final question, and this is a bit on a difficult side. So uh, let's see how many of you can get it in one go. If not, I will be explaining you more than 3 or 4 times. Okay, so this is the last question, which is everything together. I've just named it as everything together. Okay, so let's bring everything together into one polished, reusable delivery. Exactly what you had hands off at the end of a real project. Now the question is, your manager asks, build me a single view where I can check anytime the customer name, the customer city, total order, total spend, and their segment. This is what we have done in the previous 8 question, but separately. We have the customer name, not city, but I'm including the city in this one. Then how many orders one customer has made, the total orders. Then how much they have spent, their total spend, and of course their segment. Everything in one single query. So let's jump on to MySQL. And this is most important one, because here your manager doesn't want you to give this answer again and again. The trickiest part was manager was saying, build me a single view. When you build the view, what is the power of view? The power of view is nothing but you build once and it is linked to an actual table. Once your actual table data refreshed or update, automatically your view data will also update. So once you create the view, with the help of that view, you can do anything possible. Means initially, if I created this view before my first question only, then all that 8 question will be answered in 3 or 2 lines only itself, if I have already created this view. That's why your manager is asking, create this view for the entire team, and then all the questions can be answered in 1 or 2 lines of queries. So let's create that view, and let me give you that view in the Discord. And don't worry though, the people, those who will be watching this video offline, make sure you join my Discord. The link is in the, I will be sharing the link in the comment section. Or else, if you are directly joining this live and you haven't seen my previous live, because this capstone is divided into part 1 and part 2, no worries, I will be sharing each and every notes as a PDF with all the questions in my Discord. So joining the Discord is important, but don't worry about the notes and the part 1, part 2 sessions. Yeah, I've shared the view, and let me also, okay, one more thing, let me take a 1 minute quickly. With the link, you all are joining the Discord, yes, but the people, those who are joining the Discord, won't be having any access to my any of the channel. Like here in general, I'm sharing all the codes, and here in session notes, I share all the notes as a PDF, but you won't be able to see unless and until you introduce yourself in introduce channel. So just joining my Discord won't help you. Just join the Discord, and there are steps to get started. Introduce yourself in introduce section. So just follow this steps, and once you introduce yourself, I will be giving you all the access to all the channels. Why I have done this? Because this is a code with NM family. We are family together, and we are here to learn and grow together. And of course, I also made mistake, and chances are you also make a mistake. So we don't laugh on each other, we help each other to grow in a world of software engineering. So if I'm shy to introduce here only in a code with NM family among our brothers or sisters or friends, we are shy here to introduce ourselves, then how you will be introducing yourself in interview? So make sure that you remove that your one fear here only. And it's okay if your typing is bad. My typing is worst. I made so many typos in each and every life. And my English also worst. I'm not that good at English. So don't think of that I know English and you all don't know English. So it is very difficult for you all to introduce. Over the years, you will also master the control, the command on the language. Language is secondary, learning things is the primary. Okay, I've already shared the view in the Discord. Let me also have on the screen. This is the complete view, and everything is in this single query. So let's go one by one. How to create a view? Let me zoom in. To create a view, create view is a command, and with the name of the view, and customer summary makes sense because we are summarizing many things for each and every customer, not just for one customer. That's why customer summary. As and select customer ID, customer name, and question asked about the city. That's why I'm having the city over here. Why city is important? See, again, this is the ultimate view we are creating, and on this view we can ask and solve as many as problems and give the solution with the help of you. For example, you are doing a global business or an national wide business. You are selling 5 products, and out of 5 products, 3 products are the utmost seller. Now you want to know which city and which customer or which city is ordering that three product. For example, Delhi or Mumbai has the highest customer, those who are ordering your three products. So you will be advertising in Delhi and Mumbai more, and you will be raising or giving offers or discounts or anything else. Yes, so city is also important if your business is nationwide or worldwide. Or else if you are in a city, then which area is ordering your product more, you want to know that, so you can advertise there more. So this is all business. The question is completely business related and makes sense to business. FR9 in the live chat. Yes, I'm teaching SQL and we are on the end of the SQL. I want to become a data analyst. Welcome to Code with NM, and there is a proper roadmap to become a data analyst. Start with the day one of my life for data analyst. So if you are not getting it, go to Code with NM, go to playlist, and inside playlist you will find two playlists. One is for the Python, the second one is for the data analyst. And in playlist, the first one is for the data analyst itself. If it is getting difficult, let me quickly show you that. And just follow all the videos in the playlist and you will be a data analyst. This is for FR9. Let me have my channel on the screen. If you all can see my channel. Yes. So go to the playlist over here. I've clicked on the playlist and you will see two things. First is Complete Data Analyst Bootcamp 2026 and second one is Python. Just go through each and every video. F9R, this is for you and the people, those who want to be a data analyst and joining my live uh, and they are newly to the Code with NM. Just click on this playlist and go through each and every video inside this playlist. And at the end, once the capstone is done, and of course, from Friday onwards, I will be starting with Excel, because Excel is also most important tool for data analyst. You will be a data analyst, because I have covered roadmaps and salary and everything there. Saurav in the chat, if I cover till now, can I get a internship entry level? Of course, Saurav. This is not an internship or entry level. This is junior level. What the questions we are solving here in the capstone. This is a junior level and some of mid-level questions we are solving. Creating views and solving the questions around the view is the above junior level, means 1 or 2 years experience data analyst. So I'm not teaching you to get an internship or entry level. I'm teaching you one upper hand, because if you know that one upper hand, you are among out of thousands or lakhs, you are that one who knows level 1 data analyst knowledge. And from Python only, I was saying I will be teaching you from beginner up till industry ready, market ready. Market ready is they hire, they ask you, do you have 1 or 2 years experience? You can say, I don't have that experience, I am fresher here, but I have that knowledge. And how to showcase that on your profile? Sort of, you already have enrolled into career guidance and I will be guiding you there. Okay, let's start with the view. I think I have answered many things from the live chat. Okay, so in the view, it is the customer summary, so we need the ID, the name and city, why it is required. I've already explained you. Then they are interested to know the total order that customer has made, total spend, how much the customer has spent completely. So that's why count. This count is just count the distinct order ID as a total order. That makes sense to you all? Quickly in the chat, this makes sense. This line, distinct, because there can be duplicate order IDs, same order IDs. That's why distinct. We don't want to count same order ID again and again. In my database, it is not there, but might there will be a scenario in real world. So that's why always have distinct, and counting the order ID for each and every customer will give us the total number of order. Yes, the second is same thing. We are calculating the total spend using call function, which is nothing but the sum of quantity into price. Then this will give us their total spend. Then this two line are done. Then we are having the case because they want us to segment them. So it's the same thing. Now I don't want to go through and create what we have created the above, like sum of quantities and price and other things we have created. That's why I'm just using a shortcut. That shortcut is I'm using this for each and every customer. Karthik, I think in one of my live I've just explained you why the order ID in I think previous live only I've explained you why order ID should be distinct. See, there can be cases that particular order ID is unique in orders table, but it is not unique in other table because it is a reference as a foreign key. It is used as a foreign key, so it cannot be unique in others table, and we are going through many tables to create this customers summary, or else one customer can have multiple order ID. How you all think? And I will give you an example. Then I will give you 1 minute to think on it, how the order ID can be duplicated. In our example it is not duplicated, but might be, in real world it can be duplicated. How? This is easiest one, come on. I've explained you the duplication of the order ID in with respect to other tables because it is an reference for the other table. But how it can be duplicated in the same? Yes, Saurav, you absolutely got it. By using in two different tables, it can be duplicated. See, for us, I have made it as a primary key. So in the same table, it cannot be duplicated. But it is the reference of the two table. And here we are creating the view, which is nothing but the reference of all other tables. So it can be duplicated because it is acting as a, this primary key is acting as a foreign key for other table. So if I count that particular order ID, for example, 101 is my order ID, I've counted it in a order table, but going further in the product table or in order items table, there is a case I can count it twice or thrice. Understood? That is why it is important. Always use distincts when the reference of a primary key to the other table as a foreign key. This is a shortcut I can give you all. And then I think you all know why we are doing this, because we haven't created the CET for this, the complete thing as customer spend we have already created. So that's why you don't need to create CET again and again. We can directly use the same thing over here. And if this value, let me zoom in here and let me have this. If this value exists, then if it is greater than 5000, it is VIP. If this value doesn't exist, it is 0, and 0 is not greater than 5000, then it will jump to second condition, which is here for that particular customer, and for that particular customer still this calculation is 0, null. So if it is null, it will consider the 0 part, and of course the 0 is not between 1000 and 5000, so ultimately it will be jumping onto the else part. So else part, that means the customer is new or inactive. Understood? So you can do this here only itself. I've just tried a shortcut. I don't want to create a CET again for my view. Understood this logic? If not, I will explain you again. For one customer, because this will check one customer at one time. How if condition works, if an else if nested if else, it checks one condition at one time. For example, for customer 1, if this part is null, so what it will do, it will ignore this null value and it will consider the 0 value. Now if the value is 0, is 0 is greater than 5000? No, of course not. So it will jump onto the second part. Then it will do the same thing for customer 1. It will try to calculate this, and if it try to calculate this again, it will be none only for the same customer. So if it is null, it will ignore this and replace that null value with 0, and then again it is 0. It will check the condition, is 0 is between 1000 and 5000? Of course not, 0 is not between 1000 and 5000. So it will jump onto the next condition, which is nothing but else, and it will assign that particular customer new or inactive. If you all understood this, that makes sense. For the next part too. Next part means if it calculate this and it is not null but it is more than 5000, then the customer is VIP. It is less than 5000 means it is in between 1000 and 5000, that customer is regular customer. Understood? I just explain you all the parts. If you all understood up till here, let's jump onto the last part of this query. Okay, so this all we are doing inside the customer. So now left join, and I think I don't need to explain you the left join now. Yeah, do you want me to explain this four thing from question 1 from yesterday 8 p.m. up till now? We are seeing this joins only. This 3 left joins is the same with the status equals to completed, and of course the group by with the customer name, and now because city is also there, that's why I've included the city. If you want me to explain this, say yes. If you don't want to explain me this, you already got this, say no. I will give you 1 minute to go through all the 4 lines. Let me have the timer. Okay, I don't want to hammer you with the timer. I think it is self-explanatory. The same thing I'm doing again and again. Sorry in the chat, no need of explanation for joins. Yes, I think because it's the same thing. Yeah. So let's continue. Let's execute this and see the output. And what will be the output? Okay, I will now set the timer for 1 minute, and what will be the output, you all tell me. Okay, the timer starts now. Meantime, I will have some water. Okay, for me, the timer has been ended, and then I know how YouTube Live works. There is a difference of 25 to 30 seconds. I'm teaching and you are getting this at your end. There is a difference of 25 to 30 seconds. I will be waiting for 10 more seconds. And my question was, what will be the output for this complete query? Let's count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the answer is the output will be, it will be creating a view and there will be no output. In view, under view, we should see the customer summary because we have created a view. We have not done anything on this view. We have just created the view. So if I execute also, okay, leave the error. If I execute also, it will just create a view and we can see that view on my left side. Yes. Okay, now what is the error? Let me see. Customer summary. What it says, you have an error. Okay. Okay, now it is success. And if I zoom in on my left side, let's focus on my left side. Here, right now, there is nothing in the view. And now if I use this button to refresh and I click on it, now if I zoom in here, you can see there is a drop down on my view, and let's click on that drop down and you can see the customer summary has been created. The view has been created. Of course, yes. Done. Now we can answer as many as up till n n infinite questions on the basis, okay, that question should be around customer only, customer summary only. Okay, so the question was, build me a single view. We have done it 1000%. Now he is asking that build me a view that your manager, means he can check anytime what he wants to check: the customer name, city, total order, total spend, and their segment. So before handing this view to your manager, we also should confirm that that view is working correctly or not. So let's try it on our end. Select star from customer underscore summary and ordered by, I want it to be from most spend to the least spend. So I will be having ordered by on total spend because we have created total spend column in our view. Done. And if I execute this now you will get that complete customer summary. And if I zoom in here, okay, this is visible. Yes, I think this is visible. Okay, so ignore the customer ID, but because it was asked by our manager, that's why we have it here. But here if you see city, Priya Patel, city Delhi, 3 orders, but we have, don't forget, we have sorted it on the basis of total spend. That's why the total spend of Priya is 7,595. She is a VIP customer, but the total order she has made is 3. Rohan Sharma from Mumbai, he has made 4 orders. If you see, he has made 4 orders, but the total spend is less compared to Priya. That's why Rohan is coming on the second. If you filter it with the help of ordered by, just change this total spend with total orders, then Rohan will be on first. Okay, so this is what you all got. And of course, see, Isha Kapoor is also here. The total order of Isha is 0. The total spend is of course 0, and she is inactive customer. So this is the power of view. What all previous 8 questions we have solved from yesterday and today, it can be easily answered if in first go only we have created this view. All that can be easily answered, leaving the company's revenue. Okay, that you need to do it separately. But anything regarding customer, now we can answer it from that particular view. Give me a thumbs up if you all understood the last question and the solution too. Meantime, you all reply. Let me also say this very clearly to you all. Look at what in this one view we have used. Left joins across three tables, aggregate functions, case, call function, all saved as one view. This single query uses session 2, session 3, session 4 and 7 together, means my live 2, live 3, live 6, live 7 for SQL all together. This is the kind of query that gets you hired. Screenshot this, put it on your resume, put it on your GitHub. This type of query will help you to not just get hired, to outperform other data analysts. And mind me, there are lakhs of thousands and lakhs of data analysts out there, but they are just playing around, select star from this table, that table, and some joins only. But if you know how to create this view and then answer the questions on the basis of the view you have created, then you are in 100, at least you are in hundreds, not in thousands or lakh. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if we all are on the same page. There are I'm seeing a big silence. Is there any doubt you all are having regarding view? I can go back and have that view on the screen. I will love to solve your doubts. What are the conditions? Saurav in the chat, what are the conditions? How to know when we need to create view or use with any other concept we have learned altogether? See, if the query is complex, and you know this type of stuffs comes again and again. What type of stuffs? Like customer summary. Your manager can ask question about customers, that give me the total spend, give me the total orders, who is the most spending customer from a customer base. This type of question comes. Just create a view and have all the details mapped inside that view, but regarding customer only. Then second example, if there is a one product which is the top selling product of your company, then create a view for that particular product. The product ID, the product is sold in which city the most, and do we need to increase the product price or decrease it on the basis of the selling, then in which season it is most selling. For example, if I talk about umbrella only gets sold in rainy seasons, if that is one of your product. Okay. Hoodies, we usually buy hoodies in winters. Yes. So, and we like glasses, eyeglasses, sunglasses, we usually buy the sunglasses in summer, but nowadays the summer is throughout 12 months, so it is evergreen product. The sunglasses is evergreen product. So this type of stuffs you can create views on per product also, or club the product. For example, Amazon sells you combo, buy this and buy this too, buy that too. If you're buying a keyboard, it will say buy a mouse and you will get in this type of combos. How they decide this type of combos? On the basis of data, and how they usually quickly work on that data, because they have created many views on the product, on the customer behavior, how customer is signing in from mobile or from desktop or from laptop, how many minutes customer is logged in to my website or to Amazon, how many clicks customer is making on the Amazon or Flipkart. Even your click, even your mouse, even your scroll up and scroll down is being recorded on e-commerce website. So there is a huge database in real world, and they track everything, and this all goes into a customer summary. Why? Because your scrolling pattern, your clicking pattern is also important. Why? For people like me, I am only interested in technology and tech stuff. So I visit Amazon. I will go to smartwatches. I have ample of smartwatches with me. I have many devices. I will check what is the latest keyboard, mouse, speakers, everything in and around that tech part only. So they understood my behavior, and they will start giving me ad of speakers, laptops, monitors, HDMI cables, whatever in the field of hardware and softwares. They will understand my behavior. If you go and just search for sunglasses or shirt or jeans or a pair of sneakers, then you will getting those ad. Why? This is all important. And this way they will be creating a view. Okay. But in job, you don't need to think that what are the condition I will create a view. Ultimately the question and the condition that is discussed in the team, you will be getting that okay, I need to create a view because there are many following question can be asked on this view. For in our example is customer summary. Shashank in the chat, I think I need to revise all SQL videos from starting. It's hard after CET. Enter in the game. Yes, Shashank, make sure you just revise twice or thrice. That's it. First, in one go, we understand the concept and we see the query. In second go, we learn the concept, where to use it, why to use it, and how to use, and now we know the query, the code. And in third go, now we don't need that reference. Okay, if you're following my video, just pause at the question. You answer that question and then play it and then compare your answer with my answer. Okay, the third go should be in this way. In this way, in 3 attempts, you know the complete SQL. And I'm not just talking about the SQL, the complete data analyst playlist. Make sure you all go through it before you sit in your interview. Before 1 week, you just finish all this, including Excel, and then you can sit for the interviews. Okay. Okay, let's continue because the next topic. Okay, the next topic I just named it as a rapid fire. So before we wrap the entire course, let's play a rapid fire through the single most important question from every session. Okay, answer this in your head, or else if possible, answer this in a live chat, and then I will reveal each answer one by one. And this all is very much important, this all rapid fire round, because this all question you will be facing in interviews. First is, what is the difference between where, was I, having? Let me have timer so we can all previous. Those who know that you can answer in one word, what is the difference between where and having? Karthik in the chat, having is used with group, whereas after from. Okay, Karthik, for group, for having, you're absolutely correct. Having is used with the group. Let me just stop the timer. Yes, the answer is where filters rows before grouping, having filters rows after aggregation. Okay, understand this. They both do filters, but one before grouping. One before grouping is where, and one after aggregations. Aggregation is means average, sum, count. These are aggregation function. So Karthik, you are right. And that was the first rapid fire. The second rapid fire, what is the difference between inner join and left join? First, and let me have the timer again. Okay, let's stop the timer first. I think Rahul and Karthik has answered. Both of them has answered inner join, all matching rows, outer join, unmatched rows, and Rahul answered it as inner join matches in both table. Saurav has also answered in the live chat. Inner join checks for both the common values, but in left join it will be joined to the left. You all are absolutely correct. So the definition is simple. Inner join only keeps matches in both the table. Left join keeps everything from the left table. Null if no match. Just remember this one important point. If there is a null, if there is a no match, left join will never keep it. Okay. It will have null value. If there is no match, left join will have no null value if no match. I'm flumbering up. Okay. I will just say it again. In left join, if there is no match, it will have null value. As simple as that. But absolutely, you all three are correct. Rahul, Karthik, and Saurav. So clap for you. Okay. The next is subqueries was a CET. Let me have timer on the screen and you all can answer it. Okay, I can see Rahul in the chat has answered what is subquery. So let me stop the timer. Rahul has answered subquery, one query inside other query, and Rahul is saying CT dot dot question mark. Okay, I assume Rahul you are not sure what CT definition is, but subquery. Okay, Saurav in the chat, subquery is query inside query in its parenthesis, and the CT is used with. Of course, here for subquery, Rahul and Saurav, you both are absolutely correct. And Saurav, for CT is used with, you are absolutely correct. But I will add much more to it. So let me give the definition. Karthik also in the chat, subquery select statement and then select the statement CT is view. Okay. Let's hear the subquery definition, which is nothing but both are, see, both are query within query. Understand this. Both are query within query. That is nothing but a subquery in CT. If you closely observe subquery, which you all said it, query inside query, but here CT is also query inside query. See the CT example that I have already shared with you. Just don't say in the interview that subquery is query inside query. No, CT is also the same. It is query inside this query. Both are query inside query, but the only difference is the CT is used with is named upfront and far more readable, especially when chaining multiple steps. Okay. Subquery is difficult when you are dealing with multiple steps or a complex query, but CET is very easy because it is far more readable in special case like when chaining with multiple steps. So make sure you all revise subquery and CET from my live. I've already added the timestamp, so just go and revise subquery and CET. You will clearly see the difference. But just clear this in your head. Both of them are query inside queries. Okay. So your answer is 50% correct, but you can't just remove the CET and you cannot say that CET is not query inside a query. Okay. Rapid fire question 4. What is the difference between rank and dense rank? Let me have the timer start. The question is difference between rank and dense rank, and this is easy. Okay, let me stop the timer as Saurav has answered it in the live chat. Saurav answer says rank will change number till the value is same, and then the next rank is the next value like 114, and dense rank is 11123. Saurav, you are 1000% absolutely correct. But we need to explain it in an English definition. You can speak this in an interview, but it will like as you are starting the SQL. So answer this in this way. Rank skips numbers after a tie, like your example 1114. That is absolutely a perfect answer, Saurav. But in definition, it says rank skips numbers after a tie, dense rank doesn't. Yes, so your second example for dense rank is also correct. 111. After 111, it's 2 and 3. So dense rank doesn't skip any numbers. And numbers here I means rows. So actual definition is rank skip rows rows after a tie. Dense rank doesn't skip a row number, even it find a match which is nothing but a tie. Yes. Karthik, I will recommend you to just go through my rank and dense rank video and just see this part, because rank doesn't have 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 1114 or 1134. This is an example of rank. Saurav is Saurav is saying in the chat, I given in my words because this is already written in the slide. Saurav, you understand the concept, and yes, you are nailing it. You will be a data analyst soon enough if your goal is to be a data analyst. You are going it right. And Karthik, you are also right, but see, what I have observed, some of the concepts Saurav is not clear, some of the concept you are not clear. So you both and I think Rahul doesn't answer this because I think he just completely forgot the topic, and Shashank already clearly said that he needs to revise. So you all just revise the topic you are weak enough, and with this type of session, this why I'm doing this type of rapid fire, for you to find out on which topic you are weak and you need to concentrate more. Yes, in this way I'm not just pointing out anyone, I'm just saying, including myself, including me, we all needs to revise each and every topic because we are humans, we are not a robot to remember each and every stuffs. But in this way at least we can find in which area I need to focus more. Yes, that's why this is important. Okay, let's jump on to the, this is 1 of 2, let's go to 2 of 2. Okay, so the next question 5 is, what is the difference between delete and truncate? And I think I have answered this in one of the live, and this is the most common interview question for a data analyst or for a SQL engineer, database engineer. Let me start the timer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what is the difference between delete and truncate? And let me stop the timer. I can see answers in the live chat. Rahul, we can roll back and delete, but not in truncate. Saurav in the chat, delete will not affect schema, but truncate, I think. And both of you are correct on your place. Yes, of course. Delete removes rows with a where clause and can be rolled back. Truncate empties the whole table instantly, much harder to undo. Karthik in the chat, delete select rows are deleted, truncate delete all rows. Of course, you all are 3, but the complete definition is, always remember, delete works with where clause. Yes, I have already given you the golden rule in that live. Delete removes rows with a where clause. Without where clause, it will delete your entire table. So remember, delete remove rows with a where clause and can be rolled back. Truncate empties the whole table instantly, much harder to undo. And the one thing you also can add it, that delete removes the data inside your table, but truncate empties the whole table, which is nothing but it will also delete your column names and everything. Yes, so I think you all are perfectly correct. This answer is acceptable in the interview. All you have written is acceptable interview, but I just want you all not to be an beginner, be an at least 1 or 2 years experience. So experienced person can answer like this. They will show the hold on the SQL. They will say delete remove rows with a where clause and can be rolled back, and truncate empties the whole table instantly and much harder to undo. Okay, if you all understood this, let's jump on to question 6, which is view as a table. This is easy. View as a table. Let me start the timer. Okay, I can see the answers. Let me stop the countdown. So Saurav says, yeah, Karthik, the before answer, table permanent and okay, Karthik has answered it first. So Karthik said table is a permanent table, view is a temporary table. Now Saurav says view creates virtual table which gives temporary results, but the table is used to store permanent data. And Rahul says table question mark and view is virtual and uh, and with an emoji. Okay, so you all are correct. Yes. So the English definition to it is nothing but table stores data. That's it. Table stores permanent data, but it's not permanent because we can delete it. So we can't use a permanent word. Karthik, Saurav, and Rahul. So we can say table stores data. And what is view? View is a saved query that reruns live and store nothing itself. Understand this. View doesn't store anything. View is just a query. It will rerun. When it will rerun? It will rerun as soon as anything inside your original table changes. What is the original table? That table you have used to create that query, to create that view. So anything changes in that table, and once you try to execute some query on that view, it will rerun live. It never stores anything inside it. And I think you all have answered it in your own way, and that is also correct. Yes, but always remember, view never store. This line is important. Your all three answers are correct, but remember this, view never stores anything inside it. It always reruns live. This was the important point in that. Okay, let's move on to the seventh question, which is find the nth highest value. And I have thus given you the hint below there only. So in the chat, so anything changes in the read table, then it will affect the view, which is nothing but a virtual table. You can't say it is as a virtual table because it is there in your uh, MySQL. Inside view, you can see it. Virtual table is, it is a temporary table, it can be gone. But view is not a table. It is a query which we have created, and we are naming that complex query as a view. Then if you want to execute anything on that view, for example, select star your view name. Select star means select everything from that view. View doesn't have anything inside it. It is not a table. It is a set of queries. What it will do, it will run the all the queries inside the view, and all the queries from where it is running, from your original table it is running. So ultimately, if you run the view, it will call your main table, your original table only. I have just given you what is the view in short in view when I was teaching the view in that live. So it is nothing but a function. It is nothing but it acts like a function, and that function depends on the table, the original table. Understood? View is nothing but a set of queries. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 100 queries you can have. Yes, 100 logical queries you can have inside one view. When you execute your view, like select star from your view, that one line query will trigger your view. For example, my view name is code with nm. I've created one view named code with nm. Now what will happen? I execute select star from code with nm. So this query will call my view, which is nothing but code with nm. Inside code with nm, I have 100 queries, and that 100 queries depend on my original table name as employee. So what will happen? That query will execute line by line, one by one. And on what basis they will execute? On the basis of employee, which is my original table. It will execute one by one. So view is not a table, view is not a virtual table, it a set of queries which reruns live. Every time you call your view, it will rerun again and again. Okay, I hope you all understood this. So let's solve the seventh one. How do you find the nth highest value? I've already given the solution there, so I don't want you all to answer it. They can ask this type of question in interview. If it is a one-liner rapid fire, let me complete this, Saurabh, and I will be answering you. Okay. So how do you find the nth value? It's CET plus dense rank over ordered by and value in the descending order, and then where rank equals to nth. So it is the third highest rank or fifth highest rank of second highest rank. Your where rank equals to that n will be the value. And I have already shown you many examples on this. Just remember this format: CT plus dense rank over and ordered by values, and then where condition and rank equals to n. If you this is the ultimate solution. If you anywhere in the world just directly see the nth highest value at the time of teaching the rank and dense rank, I have told you, given you the hint. If you see this highest value, just go through the format. The format is create your CET, dense rank, and then ordered by value, descending, and so on, which is there on the screen. I'm talking about this part. I'm talking about this part. Okay, this part I'm talking about. If you see, anywhere you see this highest value, you just need to execute your query in this format. Okay. And now I will answer Saurav's question. So the changes will occur automatically. Yes, of course. Changes will occur automatically. That's why the view is so powerful, Saurav. Understand this. If you execute any query, if you try to answer any of the questions on the basis of view, and at that time the data is live, the data is coming live, your original table, initially it has 10 rows, now it has 100 rows. So if the view is a virtual table, that view has been built on 10 rows only. What about the remaining 90 rows which has came live? So this is not a good concept. That's why they have created a view. It's not a virtual table, it's a set of queries, and it will rerun again and again once it is been called. Okay, so if you called your view, then all the queries inside it will rerun on the basis of your original table. The initially your table has 10 rows, now they have 100 rows. So the output of your view will also be changed. That's why definition has it has rerun live. And yes, of course, the changes will occur automatically because you already have written those queries, the hundreds of query inside your view. Hope you understood this. And the last one is SQL execution order. This is also most common question asked in interview. Explain the SQL execution order, and I have already explained you this, and I have just also mentioned it here. How SQL execute: first from will execute, then where condition will execute, then it will find group by and it will execute this, and then it will solve having, then select, and then the last part is ordered by. Just by heart this. This is the SQL execution order. SQL execution order and your typing query order it can be different. So by heart this, like SQL execute this. This doesn't mean you need to go and write your query in this format. Yes, the format I have teach you, you just need to learn that. But behind the scene, how SQL execute this: SQL first find from, then it will jump to where, then it will jump to group by, having, select, and last thing it will jump on ordered by. Okay. If you can answer all 8 of those confidently out loud without notes, you are genuinely interview ready for an entry level data analyst SQL round. Understood? Okay. There is a question in the chat. Saurav is asking, for question it is most important. Where does with stand in this? Okay, this is the format of SQL execution order. If you are using with, and for what you use with, Saurav? First thing, where you use with? For others also, if you have the same doubt in the sequence, he is asking, with is missing here, so where does this with stand? But my question is, where you use with? One thing, while time of creating the CET, yes, and also where we use with. Okay, let me give you answer. We use with to create with, yes, so that with is nothing but our CET, so it will execute that with first, yes, then it will jump inside into that with, it will try to find from, where, group by, having, select, order by inside that CET. Once that CET is complete, then it will jump out to our main query, and again this sequence will be followed from, where, group by, having, select, ordered by. Yes, it is same for view also, create view, it's same for CET's subqueries also. This is a format. Yes, Karthik, after all query executed. But if it is the case of view and CETs, everything inside it first execute and then the with will execute. Understand? Every query inside the CET execute first and then that with is execute. Why? Everything inside execute and then we are saying it, this all query belongs to this CET. This all query belongs to view. At the end, our main query will execute in this format only. Yes, Saurav and Karthik, I think you all are answering it correct and you all got it when it will be executed. Yes. Let's see what is there next into our palette. Okay. What's next is important. Turn this into a portfolio piece. This is important. This is very much important because let's take a moment. 7 sessions ago, some of you didn't know what a database was. Today, you have built a customer segmentation view using joins, subqueries, window function, case statement on your own. That's a real skill now. And if you're thinking I have helped you a lot in this by creating the queries, just go through all those 8 SQL videos one or twice and you will get it. Yes, because see, learning a knowledge is one thing. Showcasing that I have learned this all is a different thing. If you're not, if you don't showcase what you know, nobody will know that you know SQL. Nobody know you will know Python. Nobody know you are a data analyst. So how you will get a job? So this is important, and this is your next step because from next live I will be starting with Excel. This is the last SQL live. So first is push capstone shop spear dataset.sql to your own GitHub repo and make sure that repo should be public. If you don't know how to use GitHub, go to Code with NM, go to playlist and go to Python Bootcamp 1, and inside the Python you will see one detailed video of what is Git and GitHub and how to use it. Okay, in that I have already shown how to push your code or your file to GitHub. So this is the first thing you need to do. Second is write a short readme explaining the business question and what each query answers. This is exactly what recruiters wants to see. Third is nothing but practice more real question on platforms like Lead Code for database sections, or Strata. If you're not aware of what is Strata, Scratch, that is a name of an uh, it's simply like Lead Code or HackerRank. If you are all finding this all, that because I think Lead Code is paid, HackerRank is now paid. Way before HackerRank was free. If all this are paid, just come to me, ask me in the Discord that you want real practice questions, and I will be creating those questions and sharing with you all. So it is easier for you to practice along with that. But once you go through each and every live, because if you are solving that real practice question, and then if you are stuck on one topic, then you are going and referring one video of mine, it doesn't make sense. Just clear all the concept, and then you come to me after you have pushed everything to the GitHub on a public repo. Then ask me, I need more practice question. I will share you those questions. Okay. And the last one is considering learning a visualization tool. So we have already learned it. Yes, we have learned Power BI. If not, if the people, those who have directly joining my live from SQL, make sure you go through this playlist. This is a data analyst playlist. I have taught you all how, what is Power BI, how to install it, what are dashboard, what are interactive dashboard, because to present this SQL result visually, the SQL cells transfer directly. Now see, in Power BI we have imported our data from CSV file, from Excel file, but we have one option that import from SQL. Now we have a complete real database, one complete real project known as ShopSpear. And why can't you create your interactive dashboard and share with me on Discord? Just create a Power BI interactive dashboard on customer summary, on the basis what we have done in this capstone. This will be your next project. Okay, this will be a homework for you all. Try it. The data is in SQL. So in Power BI, you just need to do import SQL and save save your file and data set. Okay. Let's jump on to the next part. Let's see what is next. Okay, next is your last homework for your SQL. I'm not leaving you all without homework. Yes. So the homework is, and this is a final assignment. The homework is a final assignment for SQL because we are starting with Excel, so we will be getting homework there too. Okay, so first is add 2 new business question of your own to the ShopSpear dataset and answer them. Like I have come with my own 8-9 questions or 10 questions. You can just come with 2 new questions. Like I've already given you a hint, which city, the people from which particular city is buying what product. This can be a one question. So come with 2 new questions and also the answer to them. Yes. The second is extend the customer summary view. You need to extend the view which we have created just now, the customer summary view, to show each customer favorite category. Hint, I'm giving you a hint, use window function plus CET. I've already told you in this live that my favorite category is hardware and the things related to hardware like laptop, monitors, wires, mic, speaker. This is a hardware, yes, devices category. So this is my favorite category. So you need to extend the customer summary view, add new queries inside the existing view, and that is show each customer favorite categories. How to do it? The one they have spent the most is their favorite category. This is the second hint. And what to use? Window function and CET. Okay. The third is nothing but post your final customer view output as a screenshot tagging the channel. You can post it on the YouTube, my YouTube, on public community, post community. YouTube have a post community. You all can post there. If you doesn't know about that, let me show you. See, this is my channel, and at the end you can see this post if it is visible. And let me have a red color. This is the post, and here not just me, each and every one of you can post. This is public to all of you. Yes, you all can post over here. So make sure post your final customer summary view output as a screenshot. Tagging the channel means tagging me. Tagging me means tagging @code with nm itself. Okay. So you can post here. It is completely public, and use the image one because I need the screenshot. Understood? Okay, let's see what is next. Okay, that's the final and full course start to finish. Thank you for building this with me over 8 sessions. I mean that. Keep practicing, keep querying, and of course, you all did it. You all fantastic. You all awesome. You are growing day by day. Make sure the people, those who are joining this live, to give a like and subscribe this channel. This channel is for you and you only. And drop a comment with your favorite thing you have built using SQL, or else you're planning to build with a SQL. Yes. I will open the floor for live Q&A for the remaining time, and if people, those who are interested, what is the next part in the data analyst journey, which is nothing but I'm starting with Excel and advanced Excel. If this is sounding very weird for you all, mind my words, for a data analyst, after SQL, the second most important tool is Excel and advanced Excel. They won't ask you Excel, they will ask you advanced Excel. But before that, you should know to use Excel. Now, don't tell me I know rows and columns, I know how to sum, I know how to remove the tables. There is many shortcuts to Excel, and in job you can't just drag and drop and do many things. There are shortcuts, there are formulas we are going to learn, and if you now know me, you know how interesting that Excel and advanced Excel live will be. But it will be much more on easier part compared to what we have seen up till now. But again, if you don't know maths, then you will find that Excel a bit difficult, because I don't like to do easy stuff. I will take the real business case in that too and make it complicated. If you are able to solve hard problem, then once you go and sit in the interview, you will think that Nilesh sir was teaching me so hard, this interview is so easy and I can crack it in no time, and you will be placed as a data analyst. Yes, if you in a gym, if you can lift up till 40 kg, 5 and 10 kg is nothing for you, and I am making sure you lift up till 40 kg. We should lift up till 40 kg. Okay, so I'm opening the floor for Q&A for the remaining time. Shashank in the chat, it's the trophy. Yes, of course, you should give yourself an award. Tap your back, because up till now we have come a very long way since Python till data analyst, till SQL and Power BI and much more. So let's start with Q&A. Just bombard questions to me. Shashank in the chat, sir, it's a problem actually. I use Ubuntu, so I can't use Excel. So can I use see, the solution is to, in Ubuntu, can you access browser? If you access browser, do you have a Gmail account? If you have a Gmail account, do we have a Google Sheet over there? It's the same like Excel. You don't need to go through the Office and other stuffs. Yes, in Ubuntu, don't do complicated stuffs. Do easy stuffs. Use your browser. Use your browser. Google Chrome Sheet. That is the same Excel only. Second question, bombard with question. Come on, we are done with the SQL. You should have hundred of questions, and if you are not having that any of the questions, then I will assume you all are next level intelligence and scholars. It is somewhat true on some extent. I know you all are scholars, because learning live and you're performing and you're answering it live is next level. It's only two things only. I am teaching very good, or you are a very good student and learners. So what is it? I am a very good teacher, or you are a very good learners. Or the third variant can be, we both are best. Sir in the chat, so you will go with Excel or Sheet? I will go with Excel. I have Microsoft Excel and it's the same. You will find the same formula, same everything. It's exactly the same. So don't worry about it. I will go with Excel, yes, because I have Microsoft Excel. And my question to you all is, I'm the best teacher, you are the best learners, or we both are best? Both the sentence are correct. Saurav is saying, we both are best. I'm a good teacher and you are a good learner. So I will make an improvisation to it. I'm an awesome teacher and you are an awesome student. You all are an awesome student. Karthik in the chat is function excited. Is value is negative. Is turn into null. It's turned into null now. Karthik, your question is related to, can you add before prefix or suffix to it something? Shashank in the chat, actually I missed many videos of SQL, so I will be reviewing all the videos. Yes, of course, make sure you all go through that video which you have missed, and of course which you have already attended. Make sure you revise that topic. SQL is SQL is not just important for data analysts. If you want to become a backend engineer, if you want to become a full stack engineer, if you want to become a software engineer in any of the domain, you need to know one backend database technology, which is nothing but first thing first, SQL only. Each and everyone learns SQL, MySQL, then SQLite, MongoDB, Supabase, XYZ. But the concept are same. See, the SQL concept are same. You need to know at least one DB, one database, and one database management system. So I've taught you SQL, which is a concept, and I taught you database management system, which is MySQL. So if you are going through my all the SQL 8 lives, you're thinking, I don't want to be a data analyst, why I'm learning this? Don't be in that myth, don't be that guy. Learn it. You need at least one database in software engineering world. I know many. I just don't know one. I know many. And my favorite is SQL and MongoDB, because everything is based on SQL only. The new all the database management system is completely based on SQL, and one no relational database, which is MongoDB. Shashank sir, on your website, your project logging page, it's not downloading the file. I tried many times. I will look into it. I will debug the issue. I try to replicate the issue. And Shashank, I will then ping you on the Discord. I will do it tomorrow because there's a Thursday after my logging out. 6, I will log out 6 and then I will look into my website. And if there is any issue, I will fix it and then I will update you all. So if you're trying to download something, just bear one day with me and I will fix it if the issue is there. Because I have just coded my website long back. I think there is 2 or 4 months before. I done it in April and then I and not touch it. This is very wrong way you handle your full stack project. You should always go and visit and check it, but I didn't got a time. Majorly my time goes behind building the live content, because see, teaching, I think anyone can teach. I think Saurav, Shashank, they can teach among themselves. Karthik can teach me also if possible. Rahul can also teach you all. Teaching is easy, but what you are teaching, the content is important. The content should be relevant. The content should be up to date. The content should be like you're learning this and ultimately you will be getting the job, because on job, on interview, this all topics will be asked in interview. So my most of the time goes behind it. Shashank in the chat, sir, how much time you take to make that web page? I think hardly 2 hours, because I'm very good at programming. I'm very good at structures things. I always follow the structures a roadmap. So I decided to create my own website for learners to land and download many things over there. So I just took my diary. I have multiple diaries for multiple purpose. So I took my scribble diary. I started with the architecture, and then I draw a few layouts, that is known as UX. In UX it's known as wire mapping. I also teach UX. I don't love to teach that, but yeah, earlier I used to teach UX. In UX, all the boxes and everything is known as wire mapping. From this page, you will land to that page. From that page, you will click on this button, and then this pop-up will. This is known as wire mapping. This is for the information I'm giving. So I did that in I think 40 minutes, and then I selected the programming language I like to go, and the databases and the backend and everything, and then created the APIs. I created a front end and created database and everything, and the website was uh, ready locally into us, and then I made it live in next 30 minutes. Karthik, in the chat, we use whole function just like that. Any function existing when value is negative, then turn into 0 or null. Sorry, sir, I know that you don't understand my language. My English is weak. No, Karthik, your English is absolutely perfect. No need to be sorry. But you're just your previous comment was incomplete. I was not sure on which topic you were asking me. So your previous function question was, is function existed? You didn't mention the call function. Like you should mention like call function. Is there any other function exist when value is negative? Okay. So uh, like call function, there is no other function, but there are ample of functions there for SQL. But the majorly we use on job or for the entry level data analyst or the SQL engineer. I've covered everything. If you are interested to know all those functions, I can give you one documentation, and you can go through it. But mind my words, not every function is used on the job. But if you are interested, I can share you the documentation, and you can go through them with a proper explanation. Yes, in the documentation there will be an explanation to it. So ping me on Discord, Karthik. I will share you the link of that documentation. Saurav, in the chat, add one offline video about backend contracts in Python series if possible. Saurav, already there are, I think, 40 plus videos in my backlog. I will add this, but see, again, you need to remind me again and again. So I've already started with the DSA, and I'm shooting it each and every day. Then I will be jumping on to HTML, JS and CSS as Shashank is demanding it from. Initially, he was requesting for the HTML and CSS videos. Now he is demanding that videos he want. So I will be doing that, and then I can do this video, backend contracts and Python series. Yes. Shashank, in the chat, I have observed a problem of self. He has a problem that many times he can't recall the syntax of the code. So the only solution to this, Shashank, is practice. I can't tell you that by heart the syntax of the code. Nobody can by heart everything. Yes, even I can't by heart everything. But I constantly do projects of real world. I constantly do it in React, in Angular, in Java, in Python, using different database like SQL, MySQL, SQLite, MongoDB, and in Jan only I've done on a Supabase. This Jan 2026 on a Supabase because it was a trending. I was like, let's give it a shot. So I tried on a Supabase. I didn't like that much Supabase. It's the same like SQL only, but a bit faster because indexing and handling of RAM and the storage is much more clear and easier. But I like to work with Elasticsearch. If you know what is Elasticsearch is, Prometheus. I worked with this type of technology, and I love Elasticsearch and Prometheus. So the only thing is you need to practice more, create more projects. Again, there is one golden rule for this: don't Google it, don't use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or XYZ AI. If you all are using AI to create your project, you will never, ever, ever learn the syntax, learn the concept, know the architecture of your own project. You don't know the architecture of your own project because AI is doing your job. Then you will come into my life and ask me, will AI replace junior or entry level engineers? If you are giving the power to AI, then I think one day it will replace you all. But again, in real world, it will never replace software engineers. Remember this. AI can't replace me because I am the one who is creating the AI. He can't replace me. As we can't replace God. Nobody knows where God lives and nobody can replace God. Similarly, we are the gods for AI and AI can't replace us. But what AI will replace? The repetitive task. The simple task which you all do. See, why I'm saying simple task? You want to create an application. What will be the flow of that application? What will be the architecture? Let me give you a real example. There is one of my client. He owns a business here in Mumbai, and I used to do this, and I still do it. What we can say, the freelancing work whenever I get time. So he called me at his home. I went with my diary and he was like, I have this business. I know he's my dad's friend. So he was like, I required one application to track down everything, every import and export, every revenue, every sales, and of course the employees he has for his business. He just discussed everything with me, and then I told him, give me 2 days, let me think on this. I took the 2 days. I gave a very heartful thought. I never use AI, ChatGPT, and everything for creation of this. Why? Because he wants an ultimate solution through softwares. He doesn't know it is a website or an application. He want an ultimate solution through softwares. What was the ultimate solution? He was bookkeeping everything. He is a Gujarati, so he is a businessman. So he was having everything jotted down in his book manually, and he wants a one ultimate software solution which will be uh, doing most of his load without his interaction or intervention. Means he used to update the login and logout time of his employee, or else what product he is buying, what product he is selling, day to day of import and export of his business, and XYZ stuffs. Okay. So what I have suggested, just have a biometric first, fingerprint biometric, and I will link that biometric output to the application. So in that way, you will come to know who is logging off and logging in and when. And then he already have a CCTV, so I will link that CCTV to the application, so you can sit anywhere in and around the world and have a look what is going in and around your business. Then of course I have created one employee management system for him, and with the UI and everything. Then the product management, that is nothing but an order management, and of course the storage management, everything, because he has a large storage and his business is something else. I can't reveal it because he is now my client. So I've created that application for him, and he's using. I started creating in December, and see, I'm very good at programming. I can create in 1 day or 2 day, but once you sit with the client, they have, okay, they don't like this, they are not understanding this feature, so you need to simplify those feature, those button, those UI according to them. So we have multiple sessions, and in January 2026 end, around I think 30 or 31st January, I handed him this, and he paid me well. He paid me well for my efforts and everything. He paid me well, and now he is using it from past 6 to 7 months. He is very happy, and he's, whenever we meet on the streets or in the garden area or the joggers park, I go. I usually used to walk and read my books. If you are interested, I am currently reading How to Develop Atomic Habits. I've started with this book. I love to read books. So he usually meet me in the joggers park, and he always appreciate me, like, wherever you are the god for me. You have saved my money, my time, my efforts. I from last 20 years I was doing this manual work, and it was very difficult for me now to keep track of everything. And uh, he has hired CAs and many others for that work, and he was paying them on the monthly basis. He have just upfrontly paid me once. I have created an application for him, and that is the ultimate solution for him. He saved money, he saved time. For a businessman, time is ultimate thing, money is not. So he saved time. Now he's free to do many more stuffs or increase his profit or revenue for his business. Now his focus shifted from management to increase the sales. This is how I solve his business problem from a software perspective. So that's why I called myself a problem solver with the help of software. Then you will be a software engineer. And this is a one example. From last 8 years, I have developed ample of applications and websites for the business owners. So that's why I never use AI and everything, because why I've not used AI and everything, they share their business real data with me. It can be leaked. The AI can leak this data, can store it and share with the company which owns them. OpenAI or Google owns Gemini. And so we can't use AI each and everywhere. You can use AI, and I will show you how to use the AI. Initially, you can see AI is your friend. Consider him as a friend, and you just ask him, okay, I'm planning to do this. Can you help me with the architecture? And just have the basic plain architecture, and then you take over from there. You command, okay, this is architecture, but I will do here, then what I will be using, which programming language I will be using, what will be my database. You take the control. But what I have seen people usually do, that you all just give everything to chat GPT or Claude, and ultimately they will give you a zip file, and then you run that in your local machine, and you say, oh, it was a very hard working day today and I have created an application. No, you haven't. The AI has created the application. Okay, Saurav in the chat. So can you guide me for any MERN application? Yes, of course, Saurav. There are ample of application out there. Can you create your own Amazon with the help of MERN? Can you create your own YouTube with the MERN application? I like to do this type of stuffs. Yes, I don't want to do simple book storing and everything. I want to do create my own Twitch. You know what is Twitch? If you all know, it is a streaming platform for the gamers. Yes. In PUBG, I like Shroud. On PC gamings, PUBG in PC, I like Shroud. I used to watch his videos. So he is very much famous on Twitch. So using MERN, you can create this type of applications. You can create your own Netflix. And further, when I will be starting the full stack development, and I will be creating my own Netflix, I will be showing how to you all can create your own Netflix, how you all can create your Geo Hotstar, how you all can create your own Amazon, which is nothing but e-commerce website, how you all can create your own Facebook or YouTube and XYZ. Shashank, what is MERN? MERN, the full form of MERN is M for MongoDB, E for ExpressJS, R for React, and N for Node.js. And together it is called a MERN developer. But to if you add more things to it, if you add GitHub Actions, if you add Jenkins, if you add automations, if you add Kubernetes, Dockers, and cloud, then you will be called as full stack developer. Yes, Saurav in the chat is saying, no, I want to learn backend part of MERN. So if I need any support, are you able to help or not? I am asking. Yes, I am ready to help you out. But again, see, just don't come and bombard me on the Discord. I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. And if I'm delayed in replying, they understand that I am on a job. Of course, I do live and everything, so it will take 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. But I am not ignoring you all. I will be responding you as soon as I get time. Okay. Shashank in the chat is saying, "Sir, I want to make India's own social media. Big dream, and uh, for your dream, hats off, Shashank, and best of luck for this. But make sure you understand the mindset of the Indians. Then only you develop the social media, or else it won't be performing that well compared to YouTube, Facebook, Insta, and Snapchat. Why Americans create the application, but that application or website is very much big hit in India. Only in India, it's not big hit in China or Japan. China has its own stuffs. Why? Because American from last many years, they have cracked the mindset of Indians. How Indians think, how Indian works. You all have also observed this on the YouTube. Many foreigners have started eating Indian foods for the view, for the like, for the comments, for the shares. Yes or no in the chat? Yes, many foreigners have started targeting Indian people. Let me also. I'm trying to turn on the camera for the discussion. In the chat, Saurav, yes, many food bloggers also used to consume Korean dish. Shashank in the chat, yes, because we have population, so they use us to get views, of course. But it's not the population game, Shashank. It's a matter of how unemployment is there in India. How much you are free to watch others. People are eating my food. Others are doing something like you all watch Mr. Beast. If you watch, Indian people are so much free. Why they are free? There is an unemployment. That's why I always appreciate you all, because you are watching me, and what I am doing, I am just giving all the stuffs to make your future. That means we are not doing time pass over here. We are making your future, and you are investing your time, your energy, your efforts to make your future, and you're serious about future. That's why I appreciate you all in each and every life. You're not sitting idle and watching any random stuffs. Let me turn on my camera. Yes, for the Korean dish, sort of. It's because that K drama or something, or I'm not sure, that is was trending a bit. That's why people start copying that and trying the Korean dishes and other things. Nothing else. Anything else? And I will be adding the timestamps and then sharing the notes for the complete capstone, the previous live and today's live. So be patient. I will be have my dinner, and after that I will be adding the timestamp and then sharing the. I always update this. I've added the timestamp in the Discord also. Okay, I just set up my phone for the camera and it will be available in okay, I need to change some settings. Meantime, you all can ask if there is something else. 29182. Okay. Activate. Okay, and I think I'm now visible to you all. Let me have my face here. That now the communication will be much more interesting. Uh, okay, I think I've touched the mic, so done. Now setup is done. Now I can answer your questions. So in the chat, Korean beauty products, food, especially noodles, become so popular, and India is the largest market for Korean products. India is the largest market not for the Korean product, but for each and every product. If you know how to sell it, you can sell anything to the Indians. And if you are a good seller, you can sell anything to Americans too. And China is a very best seller. They usually sell to Americans. Yes. There is one of my cousin brother. He is in Korea from past 10 years, I think, 10 or 12 years, and he has established his business in Korea, and he sells Korean beauty products to Indians here in India. His a business operates here in India. Shashank in the chat, sir, if you get free time, then can you give me a roadmap of web dev? What to learn first and how much is enough for that? If you get a free time, no pressure. Just ping this in the Discord. I usually go and check the Discord. It is because the notification pops up. So when I get time, of course, I will create a roadmap and share with you. No worries. Sometimes I think 24 hours is very less for one human when it should be 48 hours in one day. So you can do many more things. Yes. For me, 48 hours in one day is exciting, but for others, they will be thinking like what I am saying. It's very difficult to just go the time pass, do a time pass in 24 hours. How he's saying he want 48 hours in day. My dad also thinks he want, my dad is a businessman, he's a business owner, so he also want 48 hours in a day. Shashank in the chat, why we trust foreign products more than our own country products? Good question, Shashank. The only explanation to this is, see, my channel has only 1000 subscriber, and the people, those who are false advertising that they are just making that they are teaching you something, but they are only following the script which has been designed by AI, or they have a good editors, so their video is coming out very good. They have 1 crore 50 lakhs 70 lakh subscriber, but they are not promising you that they will make you a market ready software engineer, or make you get placed in any of the company. They are not promising you. Then too, they have that many subscriber, means Indian follows jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai, not the real things. Yes, if I started advertising and I hire one very good editor, and my videos also, like we have some flying things from here and a very good pop-up sound and everything, then I also go and fly and have 50 or 70 lakh subscriber. But my goal is not that. My goal is to make my viewers, my learners, my students a market ready software engineer. And why we trust foreign products? Of course, we trust foreign products because they advertise on the basis of emotions. They advertise on the basis of our need. Yes. Saurav in the chat, a day 48 hours, student will sleep minimum of 8 hours twice. That is 16 hours a day. I think people are sleeping 16 hours a day in this 24 hours. Yes. Saurav Day, I'm a mobile app developer and also known intermediate level of MERN. Can I get a high package job in future? Of course, I think you are already a mobile app developer. So what technology you are using? Native React, Dart, Flutter, Kotlin, or Java? Because I used to do Kotlin and in Java and in Kotlin I used to develop many mobile applications, or that's why I was asking. But I think you already should have a good package. If not, yes, of course you will get a very good package. See, getting a good package depends on the research what we do. Company do our sanity check, our background check. You also should do a company's background check, that this company, if for example if you're joining a startup, will this company pay me for the next 3 years? Will this company has a business for the next 3 years? Does they have a fund to pay me in the next 6 months? This type of research you should do, and you should align with their vision. If the company doesn't have a vision, don't join that organization. And how you will know all this information? It is there on their website. Don't just blindly apply on the LinkedIn. Just go and visit their website, see their vision, see their team which you will be working, see their director visions, their vice president vision, and then apply there. So you will be there 5 years or 10 years in that organization. Your job is secure, the money flow will be there, and of course you will be learning among the teams, because I'm 10% smart, someone in that team will be 50% smart compared to me. So I will be teaming up with him and learning from him or her, whatever the gender is. And of course, knowing intermediate man will get you a high package. It's just a matter of how you profile yourself, your build your resume, build your GitHub profile, how you apply, in which organization you apply, and how well your interview is gone. If your interview is 90% out of 100, then you will be getting a higher package. But if you thinks you have done very good in interview, but in the eyes of interviewer it is 20% only, they won't hire you. If they thinks that it is very urgent for them, they will hire you, but they will offer you a bare minimum package, or they will say I will match your existing package. Sorry, in the chat, I think DSA is the key thing for package. No, Saurav, it's only with the DSA. It's not the key thing. See, majorly in MNCs, there is 7 round or 5 rounds of interview. Each and every round performance is very much important, because each and every round of interview is being taken by some other guy. It's not the same person who is taking an interview. So in round 1, if you perform exponentially, he will give, okay, 1000%, this candidate is go, take him. In round 2, if you didn't perform very well, and that round 2 is not DSA, it's a simple programming round, and you aren't able to answer it, that is no go. You are red flag in that, then you're gone, you're not going further. That's why each and every round is important. So how it is important? See, your resume is important, your profile building is important, how you portray yourself in the interview, that is important, and of course your programming skills, your data structures and SQL knowledge if you are applying for a full stack, like we are talking about Mon, so MongoDB, Express, Node.js. In interview, they will majorly ask you 3 theoretical question and 1 coding problem. That's it. They don't have so much time. Interview is basically of 45 minutes to 1 hour. That's it. Majorly, they will wind it off in 30 minutes only. Because in up till 3 round, they know this candidate is very strong. We need to select it. So round 4, they usually do for a time pass, because a company has a certain rules that this candidate should be go through 5 rounds. But you don't think the round 4 is time pass, you give seriously only, you attempt that round 4 of interview very seriously. And the last round is majorly the HR or manager round. The manager will ask you, if I hire you, how you will be fitting in my team, how you will be gelling around with your buddies or the teammates you're working. Yes, and other stuffs, and then the negotiation on the package and other things. So majorly it's 4 round. The fifth round is just the behavior round, checking of the behavior round from manager. Before that, HR will do your behavior test on a phone call and an aptitude test. Saurav in the chat, Dart, Flutter, and recently I'm learning Fast API from Udemy and from your videos. Just a complete advanced backend project from you that I expect for. Thanks for this kind of valuable videos. You're welcome. You're welcome, and thank you for the appreciation, Saurav. And in coming future, I will be doing much more complex backend projects, and of course, front end too, if you all are interested in. Any other questions? If yes, ask it quickly. If no, let's wind this off. This is the last live for SQL from Friday 8 p.m. onwards. That will be Excel, and I'm starting from basic Excel and I'm going to advanced Excel. After Excel is done, I will be starting with data science and ML. Join us. Saurav is saying to Saurav. So both of them are Saurav. Yes, yeah. So Techno C2, which is Saurav, is saying to Saurav, Dave, join the Discord server. Yes, please join the Discord server. Your experience will also help the freshers. Your experience, I think, how many years of experience you have, Saurav, Dave? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Your experience will also help them and guide them in the community. If you feel to help others, so you can join the Discord and you all can discuss with Saurav, Dave too. People those are interested to become a mobile application developer, and he also has a wireframing and everything in mobile application. Yes, and minded in Android Studio, there is no drag and drop. If in the college they are just teaching you, it is a drag and drop, and I think in college they are teaching Cordova. Just don't hear them. Developing in mobile app is not that easy. That it's not that drag and drop. With the Flutter and Dart, if he's in Flutter and Dart, it's easy, but it's most easiest in React Native. I love React Native. Before that, I've done Dart and Flutter. Dart is nothing but it's like C programming language, but I love React Native. Shashank, data science and ML required good PC. No, data science and ML required good mathematical knowledge. My laptop is from 2017, is Asus Tough Gaming. It's way back. Most of the time it gets restart if I try to do heavy stuff on it. So system is not required. Basic system is required. We will be using Google Colab to run many things. And of course, initially we will be just understanding what is model, how that model is being created, what is the algorithm, what is the mathematical logic behind it, and then we will start executing. And in NLP and textual things, mostly your system, if your RAM is 12 GB or 16 GB, 8 GB also, for textual things it is okay. But if you are going into the image and computer vision, then I think your and mine laptop won't be working. Sashank, sir, it's my dream to get this 2017 model. It's tough gaming. It's way old. My dream to get a Predator laptop. I'm not sure you all know about that. My brother has it. My big brother has it. That is a huge laptop. Comes in a briefcase. It's way. I think it's way more than 10 to 15 kg. It has 128 GB of RAM and other stuff. But I don't want that heavy laptop. Instead, I will build my own PC with RTX, the latest RTX. It's what was the latest RTX 8050? Yes, I'm right or wrong. And then I should have 128 GB RAM, DDR5 of course. Uh, motherboard. I think I will have Ryzen motherboard only, 9050 X or TI, and graphic card. Karthik in the live chat, how much live you cover Excel? I will be covering Karthik from basic Excel to advanced. We look up everything. And of course, everything means which is required for data analyst, not everything. Excel is too huge, too big. But what is required for you all to be a data analyst, I will be covering that. So don't worry. I will be also sharing the roadmap on Friday because that will be a kickoff session for Excel. Karthik, RTX 6000 series also introduced. So budget is also a thing. Yes, Saurav. And Saurav, you asked something on the Discord. I like to answer it here. Yes, I am recording the DSA videos. It will take time because it is 35 video. I have recorded 3 videos and it is there in my hard drive. I will be starting. I will be uploading 5 videos in one go for DSA. That's why I'm not uploading those 3 videos. TX 6000. Yes. If I have one thing, let me bring that thing up. I think I have a complete what we can say configuration that what type of system I want to build. It is there somewhere in my laptop. Let me open that. In notes, I think I have kept it or some file. That is the ultimate laptop. It can do many things. Then I can tell you. Sorry in the chat, if you're already done with 3, I can go with 1. Okay, we will connect on this sort of, yes. I just completely forgot that we have that discussion. Yes, it's many thing goes uh, going in and around me. Where was it? Okay, when once I will find it, I will share it in the Discord. I'm not finding it where I have just kept that file. Meantime, anything else you all want to ask or discuss? It's appreciable that it's 11:30 at night and you all are here. That's keep me motivated and to keep me going. That I should keep on going. People, those who are interested in AI and ML, just type +1 in the chat. Saurav in the live chat, I understand. I also have friends in job. Chatted them at least 2 years ago. They might be very busy then. I usually too busy because I'm on the level now. I majorly my time goes behind in meetings, in discussions of new features with stakeholders, managers, and directors, and then I need to train the uh, people, those who have freshers or level 1 engineers, guide them. Then with manager, I sit and then discuss the tickets that we need to distribute among them, and much more things, what new technology we can bring, how we can improve this particular product. So that is more energy draining. See, you yourself is just going, if you're a fresher or you have 4 to 5 years experience, at that time I was enjoying a software engineering. At that time I just go to office, my manager assigned me 10 tasks, did that 10 tasks, I went home. Now it's not like that anymore. It's very, now it's very difficult. Sometimes I sit and code still now. If something's off on the production, if production is down, I need to sit and debug the codes and then fix it. It's way beyond 9 or 12 a.m. at night. Okay. Ashish Kumar, I'm trying to switch to a data analyst, and I only have Excel knowledge, but I just want to know how much time will be sufficient for me as a fresher to start in this market. What you suggest? Ashish Kumar, for you, I only suggest just go to Code with NM, go to my playlist, just watch entire data analyst series. That is, I think, 35 or 40 plus hours videos, and you will be a market ready data analyst, not just fresher, but will be a data analyst of at least 1 to 2 years experience. Because I have took a real business case use cases, and I have taught in all those videos. Plus one for Saurav, Karthik, and Saurav, thank you for this wonderful session, but I need to go through all your video again. Yes, Saurav, and best of luck for your future endurance for being a data analyst. And make sure not just that 8 video of Excel, go through my entire data analyst video if you want to be a data analyst. And Shashank, are we going to learn to make AI after that? Just kidding. Yes, of course. My ultimate goal is, what is LLM app? Shashank, come on. It's me. I don't want to create some basic AI and ML. In my roadmap, if you see that roadmap in the Discord, I've mentioned that starting from Python to backend Python to data analyst to SQL to Power BI to Excel to advanced Excel to data science, ML, then deep learning, of course, and then AI. And after that, LLM apps. What is LLM apps? To create an own AI. That is my ultimate goal. Why I'm taking so much efforts to teach you all this then? This is the basic, this is the roots. Once your basic is clear, then ultimately we can create AI. Yes. I'm not kidding then. You will be kidding, but I am not kidding. I am very much clear in my head that I will be teaching you all to create AI, because I have done my masters in ML and AI, and I am an AI scientist. Before that, I was a full stack cloud engineer. I worked for more than 8 years in as a full stack, and I am working from past many years as an AI scientist. So I will be teaching you how to create AI. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Ashish. But again, now don't come and ask me for AI. Do we require system? Yes, not for you. For teaching also, I need a very good system to teach you all how to create your own AI, or else we will buy Google terabytes of RAM and everything inside Google Colab. Yes. But creating an AI is a very long journey. It requires months and months of efforts and knowledge. Karthik in the chat, thank you for the great session. I rewatch your all SQL videos, because when you start the real world SQL question, I realized that I need more practice, join and CET, no more questions. Thank you, Karthik. And of course, my capstone and all the questions inside the capstone was make you aware that what is going in and around the world and what is the actual job of a data analyst. If after watching all those videos you are comfortable and you can easily answer those questions, you are already a level 1, means 1 to 2 years of a data scientist, 1 to 2 years experience in a data analyst, sorry. So make sure you go through all those videos and should be able to solve it. Okay, I'm not finding that file. I am just trying very hard. I will try it offline and search it, and I will share you the configuration of the system. And with the help of that system, you can create your own AI, run the own AI in your local system. And mind it, that system won't be that cheap, but you can create your own AI. You can run your own AI. Means basically, I'm saying you can run your Claude, yeah, you can run your own chat GPT into your local system 24 by 7. So the configuration, the hardware is also required for that. And how to create your own GPT and Claude, I will teach you when I will start AI and LLM apps. Okay. If no further question, let's wind it off. I will wait. Okay, let me have a 1 minute timer then. After 1 minute, I will wind it off this session. Sorry in the chat. Do HP Victors able to learn ML and AI? HP Victors. Okay, for this I need to just a second. Let me. Okay, that screen is not visible. Mine, yes. That's now I think my timer screen is visible. That's what I was thinking. Why it is in this way? Yes, Saurav, you are asking. Do HP Victus able to learn ML and AI? So answer to it is yes. HP Victus is absolutely capable of learning ML and AI, but that experience depend on one thing, which is CPU, RAM, and of course GPU and VRAM. I know you all know now what is VRAM. Yes, you all know what is VRAM. Let me just close the timer itself first. Not looking good. Oh, it reran again. So for that, I will be recommending 32 GB of RAM and then RTX 4050 or 4060 and VRAM of 8 GB, minimum storage of 1 TB and Samsung SSD. Yes, then you can comfortably learn HP Victus, which is nothing but NumPy Pandas, ML, uh, scikit-learn and PyTorch TensorFlow, and more to it. If I want to add, I will add deep learning, NLP, LLM, RAG applications. Yes, this will be the complete flow. And for large LLM app trainings, you will be needing GPU intensive. Done. The only laptop with graphics has very less battery backup. i5 13 and 16 GB DDR4 4 GB 3050. You have this laptop with you. Your first thing first. You have this laptop with you. And yes, of course, it will be. See, the hardware inside the laptop, but that is why I don't like laptops. I like to build my own CPUs because I will be using the gold SMP, which is nothing but the power supply for my CPU. So in that way, we can control each and every component, and if we want, we can upgrade it and we can replace it. But yes, I currently have it. That's good. That's good. The configuration is also good, sort of. That's why I think you can edit videos. Yes, with this configuration, you can edit. Because in me, I just open Adobe Premiere Pro 2026 and I have Adobe After Effects 2026. I bought it from Adobe I just start the software, I try to import my one of the shot and try to edit it, my laptop restarted. So that's why editing for me is very much difficult. I don't have the system to do it. But yeah, with this configuration, I think the i5 and 16 GB DDR4, 4 GB and 3050. You can learn HP Victus. Good enough for learning ML and I. HP Victus is your laptop. With this laptop, you can learn ML and AI. See, what you can do in this laptop is Python. You have already done NumPy, Pandas, ML, TensorFlow, PyTorch fundamentals. Small and medium, I think deep learning, not more that, because deep learning has the hidden layers and the back and forth of mapping of it. Some of the computer visions projects, NLP fundamentals, of course many projects on NLP. You can also experiment with local LLM apps and RAG applications. You can run all of these projects in your laptop because you have RTX 3050 inside it. Yes, and that RTX 3050 consumes much more power than integrated GPU. And people, those who are seeing this live, this doesn't make any sense to you all. I'm talking about all the hardwares inside the laptops and CPUs. I use DaVinci Resolve twice before. Yes, now I'm getting this recommendation, use DaVinci or CapCut or many more. I've never used DaVinci because my big brother was he is an 3D artist and lighting artist and an animator. So I know Mudbox, V-Ray, Maya Max, After Effects, Premium Pro, and one more software I know, Photoshop to its best. Because I was in third standard, he used to draw the hair strands, the face, and everything of the model which has been used in the uh, animated movies. So he used to work for the foreign company. I can't reveal it, the name and everything. So they used to draw, and also in the game designing everything they used to draw this. So I just sit beside him and just by seeing it, I was learning that this tool, this do this, do that, and everything. Provided, sir, I don't have heavy PC like I have a DDR3 RAM 8 GB old CPU. No worries, basic data science and ML, you can do it on it. I also have my laptop is from 2017. It's almost 9 years more. In 2027, it will be 10 years for my laptop. I'm not changing it also. So in the chat, few students in my college having same laptop running robotics hand. Only robotics hand. That's good. That's good. They are on to robotics. I've created a complete walking spy robot when I was in IIT. That was my black book project, the last year project. This is sufficient for analysis. Yes, Saurav. Saurav is, I think, replying to Shashank in the live chat. Only preventing for restarting. That's what I prevent my laptop to restart. Anything happens, I just stop the live there and there only. I just apologies for my laptop misbehave or my monitor misbehave, because we can't do anything with the hardware. Yes, we can't control it. We can control software. That's why we are software engineers. But what you can do with the hardware? You can't do nothing. You don't have any power or control on your hardwares. If it is old, we can replace it. But in the laptop, this is the worst issue. You can replace your HDD to SDD. You can increase your RAM up till a certain limit, because the motherboard inside your laptop should support 32 or 64 or 128 GB. But you can't replace many things. But that's the beauty of your CPUs. In CPUs, if I have a very good motherboard, I can upgrade my RAM, I can upgrade my SSD, I can upgrade my graphic card, I can upgrade my install more RAMs. Yes, that is why I love CPU setup, home setup. As per my requirement, I can upgrade it. If my requirement is only editing, I can do with 8 or 16 GB of RAM and 4 or 8 GB of graphic card. I can do this. But this is now if people are jumping into AI or ML, AI mostly, if they want their AI to work locally, then they need to have 128 GB RAM, a very good graphic card, at least RTX 4060 is a bare minimum, with 12 GB of it, 12 GB of graphic card with VRAM, and of course, SMP should be gold, and you should also have a power stabilizer. There are much more stuffs. I don't want to go to each and every stuffs here. Okay, done. Anything else? It's almost 12. I think you saw in the chat, feel always comes with desktop only. Yes, of course. As compared to laptop, it is much more faster and much more personalized. I was never attached to laptop, but as when I started doing freelancing, I usually need to travel with my laptops to show the client up till where I have done and what I have created. If this is the stage you want to change anything, the UI, the look, the feel, the color, you can just tell me right away. So that's why I need to buy the laptop. And sooner or later I didn't realize that I shifted from CPUs to my laptop. I completely depend on the laptop, and of course in office you get your laptop only in office. So now again I'm thinking to have proper CPUs at home. Anything else? I think we have done a very good discussion today. Nothing else. Thank you for this wonderful session. uh Heart, how this is Korean heart. Yes, I'm not the social media fan. I'm not that much online. But my friends used to do this. My female friends. I'm not sure this is Korean heart or whatever it is. But you are giving me heart. That's why I'm giving a heart to you all, everyone. And you all are fantastic. And I will be just winding up this session. You all are fantastic, awesome, because you are the one who is very serious for their career, and you all are investing your right time behind yourself only. So this investment, one day it will be matured and you will be getting the returns from this investment of your time going behind the learning curves. Yes. So I will be winding off this live. Any further questions, ask me in the Discord, and I will be happy to answer it. Sorry in the chat, that's a sign of liking something in Korean culture. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not Gen Z also. I'm uh, I think you all are young, 24, 23. I'm way older than 23 and 24. So I'm on a mission to make you market ready software engineer, data analyst, as well as database engineer, and code with precision, ship with vision. Subscribe now and join the mission. And I will see you in the next live, which is on Friday, 8 p.m. IST. And this is something new. I am going 4 lives per week. So the live days are Monday, 8 p.m. IST, Wednesday, 8 p.m. IST, Friday 8 p.m. IST, and Sunday 11 a.m. IST. Yes, so I'm going 4 lives per week. Up till now I was going 3 live. So because it is Excel, we can wind it off very quickly, and then for data science, same, the pattern will be same. I will be going 4 lives per week from now onwards. Okay, Code with NM is free. Joining Discord is free. I will be sharing each and every notes and questions and everything inside the PDF in Discord. That is also free. I also share the source codes and anything which is required, all the resource material for your training, for your learning, absolutely free on Code with NM website. If you are interested to have a proper career guidance session with me, visit Code with NM website, and there you can schedule your career guidance. That is paid. It is a bare minimum fees. It's not, it is very bare minimum. In Mumbai, you can get only 2 vada pavs from that. So it is that because it takes my time, and of course there are much more things to it. It's not just take my time. It is divided into 3 sessions, means you will be having 3 proper 1.5 hour sessions with me. That's why it is paid, and I need to learn about you, then I can guide you for your career guidance. Okay, I will see you in the next live. Take care. God bless you. Bye bye.